Hey guys, so I'm here at Lumpini Park in Bangkok, Thailand, and today's actually a really exciting day in Thailand because it's the first day that some of the lockdown measures are actually being eased. And one of the really nice things, as you guys can see around me, is the public parks have opened again. So this for me is a really exciting day. I've been cooped up inside of my little condo for about the past 7 weeks. I'm a really big nature person, so I haven't been able to get out much. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to exploring the park here today. So let's go ahead and check it out. So as we're kind of walking here, guys, I just want to talk a little bit about some of the things that have been open for today. So if you guys have seen my last videos, I talked about how Thailand has essentially created a system of different levels of businesses that are allowed to be open. And so today, the green level businesses and areas are allowed to be open, and these are essentially low risk areas such as, huge outdoor parks like here at Lumpini. Some of the other things is like small little barber shops and things like that, and basically things that aren't going to attract large crowds and large customers. So the rule for the park here is that people can come, you can walk, you can run. Everybody has to wear a mask inside of the park. To gain entry, they had most of the entrances closed. And what I had to do is I had to get my body temperature checked. I had to sanitize my hands, and I had to prove that I had a mask and I was wearing a mask. And then they'll give you like this little orange sticker, and then you can go ahead and enter the park. And there's police around and stuff, and they're kind of watching to make sure that everybody's here following the rules. But you do see quite a number of people just enjoying a walk, just enjoying a run. I'll give you guys a little look. So you can see, there's a lot of people just walking around, enjoying some of the sights, just being able to be happy to be out of the house for a change. Let me tell you, after being cooped up for like 2 months, it's a really big boost to your day for sure. One of the cool things about going to and visiting parks in other countries is just checking out some of the artwork that are inside of the park. It can always kind of give you a feel of the culture. And behind me I have this little kind of crazy statue. I have no idea what it is. It's some type of abstract art. It looks a little bit like Slimer from Ghostbusters, but it looks pretty cool. Here's another cool little statue behind me right in front of the main lake of the park, so I'll try to get a nice shot of this for you guys as well. And one of the other things that I wanted to tell you about this park at Lumpini, especially around the main lakes and some of the other waterways, this park is actually known for having some really big crocodiles or alligators that just kind of live in the water. So it's kind of like if you've ever visited Florida in the United States, you got to be a little bit careful about just your surroundings, and just make sure that you keep an eye out, because there are some really large gators inside of this park. So if I see one, I'll try to get a shot for you guys. This here is the main lake of the park. As you can see, it's really beautiful and scenic. Has beautiful palm trees around the outside. You can really see the nice little cityscape in the background, so you can really tell that it is a beautiful city park. And also over in the distance, you guys can see that you can rent out those little swan paddle boats. And I'm not sure how much they are. We can go over and just take a look. They're probably not for rent today, but I imagine they're not too expensive. I mean, it's particularly if it's cooler weather, it's really nice just to jump in one of those boats and just get out into the lake and just be able to just see the park from a completely different viewpoint. I really like doing this in Japan too, renting one of these little paddle boats and getting out into the water there and just being able to take it all in from a different perspective. Beautiful. So you guys can see the prices here. It's 40 baht for a deposit, and then 80 baht to actually ride the paddle boats, which is a little bit over $2. It's about $2.40, something like that, a little bit under $3 US. And you can get the deposit back, but yeah, unfortunately it is closed today. But yeah, it could be a great activity idea for another day. So I definitely will be looking forward to coming back and jumping on the paddle boats there. And guys, I just spotted this absolutely beautiful clock tower here that I want to show you guys. As soon as I saw it, it really reminded me of something I would see inside of a park in Japan. Absolutely beautiful. I'm really curious to see where this was designed. So Lumpini Park is one of the larger parks in Bangkok. It is one of the biggest city parks. The other large city park is Untitled Park, and that is the one that is very famous for having an outdoor market. Lumpini Park, in this area, there is actually a night market in the area, and that's kind of one of the other main tourist attractions here if you visit the Lumpini and Silom areas. I'm actually kind of surprised. There's really not that many people in the park today, considering this is the first day that it was open. I really expected many more people to be here. Probably my guess is the fact that you have to wear a mask inside of the park, and this is hot season in Thailand. It's probably about 40 degrees Celsius today, maybe almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And I mean, it's really sweltering hot, and this is probably around the hottest time of the day. So to be honest, yeah, I'm wearing an N95 mask, and it's really hard to breathe with this heat and humidity. So that could be one of the reasons why there's not so many people out. In Thailand, it is very common for people to go out a little bit, later in the day when it gets cooler, around 5 p.m., a little bit before dinner or maybe after dinner, going around midday or right around 1, 2 p.m. What time is it now? Let me see. Right now it's a little bit before 3 p.m. So this is still pretty scorching weather. So this isn't a very popular time for Thai people to come to the park. So in about 2 hours we may see a little bit more people make their way out here. But man, it feels great to be back outdoors, to be in nature, to feel like I'm out of the city even for 5 minutes. It's really, really beautiful. And man, it is making me miss parks in Japan. That's one of the things I always loved about living in Japan is there's just so many parks. They're so plentiful. They're so easy to get to. So even if you're, living in the middle of a big city, you always feel like you can kind of get out of there and get a little rest. One of the things I just noticed, in all the public parks in Thailand, one of the very popular things is outdoor exercise areas. In every single park in Thailand, they always have these areas with lots of different exercise equipment. So you can come in and you can get a free outdoor workout. This is kind of like a government service that they have in Thailand. But as you can see, they have everything is still ribboned off, and you're actually not able to use the equipment right now. So, they haven't reached the level in Thailand where they've opened up gyms. So I suppose even though this is outdoor area and the park is considered a level 2, which is a level green, I suppose that they're still considering the workout equipment too dangerous because people are going to be, moving around, sweating around the equipment, and people are going to be exchanging sweat just by using the equipment. So that's a bit interesting to see. I was actually curious about that when I left the house today. And I think gyms are in level 4, which is red, which is the highest level area. So I suppose this outdoor workout equipment will be among the last things in Thailand that will open. According to basically the plan here is they'll open up one level every 2 weeks, and if everything goes perfectly, it should take 6 full weeks for the country to fully open. And if there's any setback, what they're going to do is just kind of rewind it and bring it back to the previous level. So it could take much longer than 6 weeks. Best case scenario, Thailand will fully be open in 6 weeks from today. And if things don't go well, it'll take a little bit longer. Let's walk back here and check out the kids' playground equipment. I imagine it's going to be the same as the workout equipment. I imagine they have everything roped off over there. So we'll go check this out too and just see, just in case any of you guys are in Thailand with kids and wondering if the kids can get out to the park and play. Yeah, I can already see the ropes. It seems it's also roped off, which, I mean, it makes sense. Especially kids are going to be sweating and going crazy all over the place and getting their sweat all over everything and all over each other. So I guess it makes plenty of sense. But at least we can still get to the park and get some fresh air and get a little bit of sunlight. Yep, It's all roped off. I really love these big, huge willow trees. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? They're so scenic. Here you guys can see this is an area where it has a little bit, you know, more serious exercise equipment, where it actually has proper weights and things like that. And this area, yeah, of course, it's also roped off. But I just wanted you guys to see, you know, kind of how seriously they take these outdoor workouts in Thailand. It's just not like, you know, calisthenic machines and, you know, little things to get your heart pumping. I mean, they actually have serious, big-time weights in these parks, and people are out here lifting weights and, you know, hulking out in 100-degree weather. It's pretty incredible. I guess you get a really great workout like that. Over here we have a very beautiful, looks like a very beautiful Chinese pagoda. Yeah, I've actually never seen this before. I haven't been to this park in a really long time, so a lot of this is really striking me as kind of brand new. It's been quite some time since I've been here. I mean, gosh, I mean, it's probably been maybe 13 or 14 years since I've come to this park, because I was generally, when I was living in Bangkok, I was living in another part of the city, but it's pretty cool. So guys, I think I kind of realized why so much less people are here. So what I saw is all the seating areas where you would be able to get a little bit more shade. All of these seating areas, it's all closed down. So all of the tables with sun umbrellas for people who maybe wanted to come and do a picnic. And over here, even the park bench, even just the simple park benches here, these things are all roped off. So there's really not anywhere to sit unless I guess you can bring your own mat and you can just sit down there. But it seems at large, they're kind of making it difficult, you know, for people to congregate in areas, which, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's fair enough. But again, probably, you know, just having most of the shaded areas being roped off and it being such a hot day, it's kind of discouraging a lot of people from coming and, you know, just enjoying the space, which is understandable because it is the summer season. And yeah, I think it's difficult to spend any amount of time out in this sweltering heat, especially when you have to be wearing a mask. It's really, really tough. Well guys, I think I am going to be calling it a day here rather shortly. It's getting really, really hot out here, and mosquitoes are certainly out in full force. You can tell that they've missed people being outside. I'm getting a lot of extra little love bites with my sweet blood today. And yeah, it's just kind of burning up and I need to get a little bit of water. So I'm gonna be heading out of here pretty shortly, I would say. So guys, that is going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful in any way, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and just leave me a comment down below. How's things going in your home country? Have the parks open yet? If so, did you make it out there? What did it look like? Was there any restrictions to you being able to enjoy the park? I have to say, I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity today in Thailand. It's been an awesome day being able to get out of the house and just feel reconnected to nature for a moment. So yeah, it just feels really good today. And the other thing I forgot to mention today is that actually alcohol sales are back on today. So it's about beer o'clock. So I'm gonna get home after this nice long walk in the park today, grab a cold beer, and just relax for the rest of the day. So until next time guys, take it easy.